Thank you, and good afternoon, everyone. The patient doesn't look like a patient. What this statement could mean? A compliment? A hidden truth? Or maybe just a simple truth? Let me take you almost 3 years back to a story. A woman stepping into her 30s, living her life, chasing her dreams like most of us would do, or maybe would have done. But then, she ended up to hospital being diagnosed with multiple chronic lifelong illness with permanent organ damages. 6 months on bed, 6 months on losing control, on almost everything, on her life, her body, her freedom. But one day, she had to visit to a doctor's place for the follow-up. She took one decision. She couldn't control her body, she couldn't control her life, she couldn't control her health. But one thing she could still control was how she showed up. So she dressed up. She put on her green top with a light blue bottom wear with a structured wine shoulder bag on and wheeled inside the doctor's cabin. And you know, when the doctor looked at her, what he said? Say with me, the patient doesn't look like a patient. That moment was powerful because she realized that when everything slips out of her hand, the one thing that she still owned, the one medicine that she still owned, was her boosted self-image. And today that woman is standing in front of you with just one mission at her heart: to spread the awareness that style is not vanity, it's liberation. And a boosted self-image can actually change the way you see yourself as well as how others see you. So, what actually happened that day? Let's understand that. The answer lies in a concept called dopamine dressing. Sounds new, right? Dopamine, the neurotransmitter, or most of us know, the feel-good chemical of the brain. It gets released when we feel pleasure, appreciation, or reward. The term was coined by fashion psychologist Dr. Dawn Karen from New York. She explains dopamine dressing as the choice of dressing for joy and confidence, choosing outfits to lift your mood and yourself, not to impress others, but to lift yourself up. And that's the power of dopamine dressing. When you dress right, a color you love, a fabric that calms you, a texture that comforts you, that change is not superficial, it's magical, it's emotional, it's chemical in the brain. So what happened that day? When I wore a green color, which is a color of balance and growth, I felt as if I'm expanding beyond the limits of my physical ailments. The wine color, the depth of that color and structure gave me power and confidence. That's how the textures and the colors impacts you chemically in your brain. And when I dressed good, I felt good. When I felt good, the world saw me in the best version of myself. So, let me go back a little bit. So let's experience something together, okay? Very quick activity. I'll show you the image, and just by seeing, quickly tell me which image sparks joy, fun, and excitement in your mind visually within seconds. A or B? Right? A. So colors and fabrics are not just neutrals. They carry emotions. And when we wear them, we carry those emotions with ourselves. I'm wearing a satin and a cotton. It has some emotions attached to it. And these emotions are sometimes from personal experiences, sometimes from societal learnings. Black might be a color of mourning for some, while black might be a color for celebration for some. So it totally depends on which environment you are in and how personally you're associating yourself to it. So that's what colors are. I would love to do one more activity, and any one of you, please come over the stage quickly. It's just 4 seconds or 5 seconds activity. Anyone maybe can stand in front just here. Please Let's do it fast. We don't have much time. Anyone? So I'm giving 2 fabrics, okay? And you have to close your eyes, just touch these fabrics, and tell me, please, we have less time. Okay, so I'll give you 2 fabrics. Close your eyes first. Touch these fabrics and tell me which one feels more comforting, calming, and relaxing to you. And touch this one. Thank you. This decision is your brain at work, subconsciously. We subconsciously, our brain works to choose the single piece that we wear. The clothes that we wear, the textures that we wear. It's not just outlook. It's the way the brain wires yourself to feel in a certain way. And that's dopamine dressing. So, how to start with the dopamine dressing? That's the question, right? I said so many things, but how to go about it? Now, the science of enclosed cognition says, which is a field of psychology, that whatever we wear actually influences how we feel, think, and show up in the world. It's about discovering what feels most like you. Does a leather makes you confident, or a cotton makes you confident? It's about finding that. And as an image consultant, or a coach, you can say, I always believe that any learning is incomplete without a takeaway. So here, I have a very simple, quick takeaway for all of you. And that is, whenever you pick an outfit that you wear, just ask these 3 questions to yourself. What I also call the 3 Fs. Fit. Does it fit me? Now, by fit, I just don't mean the size. It is about alignment. You might like a leather jacket 2 years back, but today you're liking a linen. That's not inconsistency, that's growth. And when your clothes flow with you, that is evolution, and that is growth. Next is function. Does it serve the purpose of the day? Every day comes with new challenges. One day you might feel powerful in a power suit in a boardroom meeting, while other day you would want to wear a flowy dress just to give wings to your creativity. When you dress for the purpose, you move with clarity and ease. And the last is feel. How do I feel? Every day has its own rhythm. Some days a red might spark me, while other days a white might give me peace, even on a festive morning. Both are valid, because both are you. You need to, so feeling is not just about comfort alone. It's about tuning into your mood and dressing to nurture that mood. It's okay if you want to feel sad for some time, wear a fabric that just keeps you calm in that. Embrace it, nurture it, move forward. So, your outfits can either drain you or it can lift you. Choice is yours. So here's my invitation to all. Next morning, when you wake up and you pick an outfit, just pause for those 10 seconds and ask yourself these 3 Fs. Does it fit me? Does it function for my day? Does it make me feel the way I want to feel? That's the main question. If the answer is no to any of these, that piece is not for you. Today at least, maybe some other day, feel free to wear, but not today. That piece is not for you today. If it is yes, wear it with pride. Why? Because these 3 questions are the compass, no matter your age, gender, personality, profession. But these 3 questions are your anchors to guide you towards your own dopamine dressing journey and create your own dopamine wardrobe. Because it's all about aligning yourself and finding the best version of yourself in your clothes. Because the way the soul lives inside our body lives inside our clothes. So it has to be a part of your personality. Hence, again, as I said, remember, your clothes and your wardrobe is the first medicine that you own Because the patient did not look like a patient, not because she was healed, but because she chose liberation over limitation. And so can anyone. Thank you.